There.
Okay.
I think we're on.
In my week. Fix me here.
Yeah, we're on. We're on.
We're on. Okay, good for us. All right.
Good morning.
Good morning, Miss Michelle. How are you?
I'm well. New Year.
Happy New Year.
Thank you. First time seeing you for the New Year. Happy New Year. Virtually.
Yes, yes. You owe me a drink because when New Year everybody have to walk around and have a drink and make all kind of talk and all that. So you owe me a drink.
Yeah, next time.
Yes,
when I come to the island. But you always travel, but Jacksonville so far away. Cause you always travel, but Jacksonville so far away.
Which airport do you use when you're going into Jacksonville?
The Jacksonville airport. You have an international airport.
So we actually have flights that come from Montego Bay straight into Jacksonville?
No, everything connects. So either connect through Orlando, Miami, North Carolina, or Atlanta. Oh. If you go Delta, it's Atlanta.
Delta flies from Atlanta to there?
Jacksonville, yeah.
Okay, good. All right, so I can do that.
45 minutes flight.
How long?
45 minutes.
Oh, so by the time I sit down and get up back.
Yep. So.
All right, I'll bear that in mind since Atlanta is home for me. So I will do the Atlanta hop over to Jacksonville because I thought you probably had to go in through Fort Lauderdale or Orlando and then go up. If you're going to Orlando, how long would it be for you to drive?
It's like 2 hours.
Okay.
2-hour drive because it's just straight on the 95. Okay. So it's 2 hours drive.
So really not so bad then.
Not bad.
If you want to drive, but most people I suppose don't really want no drive.
Yeah.
Long. All right. Have you found us on Facebook?
Yeah, we are on, waiting on everybody to log in, tell their friends, family we've been off for a minute for the New Year. We weren't here last week. So everybody know we'll be on every week, God willing.
Yes.
If our lives are spared.
So everybody know we'll be on. Yes, so, things being equal, we will be here. Let me start the ball rolling. Good morning. So, Mish, usually there's so much that has happened and so much that continues to happen into the new year here. Our topic, I think, is New Year. Here we go again. It has been a number of years for us. And every year we probably look back at the year before and say, boy, what we could have did do, what we should have did do. What do you do usually on New Year's Eve?
Well, on New Year's Eve, for the last few years, I wrap up in bed. And I usually fall asleep before the ball falls. I always say I'm going to watch the ball. Every year I said next year I will not be in my bed. I will be somewhere. Yes. But I always end up being in my bed. But this year it was like kind of somber for me.
Yes.
More a reflective year. Reflection, the last year and how to proceed with this year. That's a little different. But just hopeful for this year. Okay. Yeah, one thing I learned from last year is you can't plan too much as somebody else is in charge. So sometimes you just have to go with the wind.
Yes. Ultimately, somebody is always in charge, and it's like you say, you just have to come to that realization. This New Year's Eve, a lot of people, and it's probably traditional for a lot of Christians, is that they spend the time in they call what service is what they term it as. So they go to church and they're there midnight when we move over from the old year into the new year, and they're celebrating it in church. But I think after a while, it became almost a risk, a safety issue. And so a lot of churches started to have these watch night services earlier than than 12 o'clock or 11 o'clock or 10 o'clock. They would have it like 7 o'clock for safety issues. I don't know. Do you find that in the States that they do that as well?
Yeah, you have the Catholics and some churches. Like a lot of people that I've noticed go to church. Like, they go to church and they bring their family and they're hopeful for the new year. That's what I've noticed.
Mhm.
Violence is everywhere. It's not like, you never know when it's gonna strike. So I
Mhm.
guess people just have to keep living. It's sad, but it's just like you just have to keep living. I can't be, like locked in. But here I noticed people were out, like people were partying, like the younger people
Mhm.
were partying, hopping clubs and, doing all these things. I see Jamaica had a bunch of parties that were overflowing with people. So even though we're saying the crime there is bad, it looked like they're just living, like despite, because there was a lot of parties. A
Yeah,
lot.
there are a lot of parties, but Michelle, you talk about there are a lot of parties. I looked at, in fact, my daughter was here for the holidays, and I said to her, dinner, what's on? And she's like, oh, such and such parties. She's at university, so she's old enough to be going to parties. And then she said, but she's not going. She don't want to go to the party. I said, I don't want to go to the party. Some of your friends going. She said, no, those prices are ridiculous. How can people spend that kind of money for a party ticket? I tell you, we had some major concerts. There's a man named Burner something or the other. He was here, and there
Yeah.
was a concert. Then there was a concert with Buju and Marcia Griffiths
I'm embarrassed. I would have gone to
and,
that one.
and Barris. Yes, and it was down in St. Anne area as well. That was a good show. But the tickets, like for the Burner, whoever the Burner person is, those tickets were expensive. And they have these
Yeah.
whole heap of categories: VIP, VIP. So,
But I know how to cater to people. When I did see the prices, I was like, no. Like I saw some packages for like 1,500 US dollars,
yes.
2,500, 750. I'm like, I'm not paying that much. But people pay it because it's packed. They're sold out because everybody wants it out to everybody. So it kind of hard when people say they're suffering when you look at it, you're like, well, how. But however they're surviving, making their money, I don't know. But those parties were packed, and it wasn't just like one. You want to hold Jamaica, but I guess a lot of people flew in for the parties, like visitors, but they were all packed. The Buju Banton one, it was, but that was really good.
No, man.
So, but
Sounds
all
hard.
Jamaican do a party, 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 party. I want to love parties, so
We had a little New Year's Eve party. And it was just really Dana celebrating her friends. They all were over together in one place, watching the fireworks and spend the thing, having a meal together and just chit-chatting and playing games. But not a party where we had to drive to go somewhere to give somebody $40,000 at the gate per person in order to go into this party that them don't even drink. So I mean, I can understand if it's somebody who's old enough and drinking, then you go and spend the money and you go in and you say, well, all right, I'm going to drink out my money. But
yeah, eat up my money
people
if they
who
have
are
food.
old enough or who don't even drink, them don't drink, them drink water and soda. That they're not going to pay 30,000, 15, $20,000 to go to a party to drink water and soda and hear music.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe somebody comment. Lou said, good morning. What is this about? It's just about current events, anything. That's a good morning, all. We talk and share our views. Lou said, views on what may I ask? On current affairs. June, been a while. She said, morning, all the best for 2023. VM, hello, good morning, ladies. Jude said, good morning, all. Happy New Year. Lou said, my first time on this platform. Welcome, welcome, Lou, and Happy New Year to you too. VM said, our church went until midnight. That's good. Leroy said, good afternoon, Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you.
So where is Leroy? Because himself film church go till when? Where's Leroy?
I think he's in Great Britain.
Okay,
London.
okay.
Are you in London? Carlene said, Happy New Year, ladies. Lou said, oh, thank you. I hope you like the show, Lou. We're on every Saturday at 10 a.m.
But Lou, where are you? Tell us, and do you have any affiliations to the Caribbean or to Jamaica Tell us a little bit about yourself, Lou. Now that you're in this space, let us, as family, get to know you a little bit. Yes, that's fabulous. Oh, we need to look at YouTube now. Let me check YouTube. So Mish, a whole heap of things happening over. Oh, Lou is in London.
London, yeah.
Not Lou, but Leroy is over in
Leroy.
London. What a way, because as we're upon England, what a way England upon strike. Nurse and all kind of people trained upon strike at England, all kind of things upon strike.
That's what them are going.
Yes, Leroy can tell us whether or not them find any arrangement now, but whole heap of things on strike. And I was listening to the news, might have been yesterday, when they were saying that they were have to change some law, and the other side of people they can't strike as easily as they have been. So I don't know.
Okay, Diana is on me. I have to read
Oh,
Diana.
Diana is back.
A long time in Diana. You're in Jamaica again, or you're back home. She said, good morning, beautiful ladies, et al., and all the best for 2023. Spend Christmas, New Year in Bermuda. Oh, she went to Bermuda, not Jamaica this time. With grandparents, great-grandparents are now gone. We made the trip with our 2-year-old to do skiing this morning. The ski lift broke. They say will be repaired in half an hour. I'm not going in the lift. My dad would say it is a sign to not go, which is true. Most Jamaicans usually say that. Suppose a little one here on ground close by his dad holding his hand, guiding him on his little skis, trying to do his thing. Just popping in. Have a great day, all. Have a great day and enjoy the soaps. Lon said, "Wow, welcome back, ladies." Lyra said, Lou said, "I'm in Florida and I'm a proud Chinese Jamaican."
Okay.
Love that.
Heslop is on YouTube and says, good morning, ladies. So good morning, Heslop on YouTube. And the Leo Gillen Media says, morning. Yes, you're on. Oh, is Leo on saying that? Big content. Well,
Good
Leo
morning,
having
Leo.
some issues, so he's there watching, but he says that he's having some issues with his consistency of his broadcast and the level of his internet service. So that's why he's not in this space with us, but I'm trying to work it out. He might have got sign up with that man new internet service. What's his name, Michelle? Musk.
Musk. Elon Musk.
Yes, them have an internet service, a satellite, satellite internet thing that they have. So okay, Leo might have to try that to see if it works.
Or Starlight or whatever it name. Leroy said we're having such a hard time with the cost of living. Oh, telling me. I wonder if the US gonna start strike too, because this price of food ridiculous.
And you talk about the price of food. Let me read this article from the Gleaner, because the Gleaner, as at today, has an article that says global food prices in 22 hit record high amid drought and war. And it says that it's an excerpt from some foreign paper. It says that global prices for food commodities like grain and vegetable oils were the highest on record last year, even after falling for 9 months in a row. The United Nations Food and Agriculture Organization says as the drought and the war in Ukraine and other factors drove up inflation and worsened hunger worldwide. You think we're going to have a hunger issue, a starvation issue, what them call it?
Well, it's kind of hard to say now when I thought about it, because I noticed I've seen where they're doing genetic engineering, which I don't think it's good for us, of various food, meats, and everything. So I think the only thing is that the markets will be flooded with these things, and we will no longer get the organic, healthy stuff, that we're used to getting. So I don't think we're gonna have, like in the past, where starvation, like although in some countries we do, but I don't think we're gonna have it because they're already supplementing these foods on the market. Like you have to look closely at what you're buying to make sure, if you want the organic stuff. But they do need to cap these prices because it's getting crazy. When you go to the grocery store and you're spending money and it's only 2 bags, like you're spending a lot of money and you're getting only 2 bags.
So you talk about the genetically modified and food. What are your thoughts personally about these GMOs?
I don't.
You go
I
out and
don't
buy
like it.
this food, this meat. Let us say you're out to buy beef. Would you buy beef that is made up in
No,
no?
no, no, no.
There's a limit.
I guess maybe not in my lifetime, but we'll see how it impacts people, and then maybe I consider it. But I don't think it's healthy, in my opinion, for
Uh-huh.
people. These are natural things. But if it works for people, you know, definitely go ahead. But for me, I don't support it. I won't buy it. But if it works for you, do it. But I don't think it's healthy having all this. When I see it, one time they showed, like, I watched a video that showed the difference between like a lettuce
Mm-hmm.
and like the real one and the fake one, like
Mm-hmm.
how long it lasts, how long it takes to break down in the body. So I don't think if food is taking a long time to break down in your body, it is good for your body,
Mm-hmm.
because it's not the natural order of things. But I guess go ahead and do it. Will
Oh,
you eat it? Would you?
I don't know that I would eat the genetically created meat, but I think I would be prepared to try some of the other foods, like the carbs that they would create that kind of a way, but not the meat. I just can't bring myself to eating a steak that is created in the lab.
In a lab, right?
It just don't
But
sound right. It don't sound
yeah,
right.
and that's the thing, you know, like with all these countries, like the importation of food, like even Jamaica, I say to myself, why they not really shift really fully to focusing back on agriculture? Because we do have the lands. I said about the construction of homes, like how many homes do we need, you know? But go
Mhm,
back to where we, you know, plant our own food, grow our
mhm,
own food. Like they keep saying it, but they're not really doing it. And
mhm,
have people, because it also helps the cost, because if people are able to create their own food, like you plant your tomato, you plant your yam, you know, all these things,
mhm,
it will help to cushion the high cost of food from the
mhm.
importation that is coming in. Go back to grow your little chicken, you know, your little goat and cow, and then share it up with your people, them, you know,
But
cook
Michelle,
that.
it probably easier said than done because
It not, it was
when
done
when
easy.
you in Jamaica and you have two goat and you grow the goat, them usually them grow the goat because there's an intention. One, probably to get the little milk, but two, you're going to sell this goat for some particular purpose. And then you wake up one morning and then kill a goat and gone, then probably left his skin for you and then slaughter your goat and gone with it. It's not encouraging. Then we don't have enough people with the opportunities to earn to raise the chicken. I can't raise no chicken around this, so I forgot buy egg. But the people
But
who
why you
can
can't raise a
afford it,
chicken?
but if I raise a
In a
chicken,
coop,
neighbors
in
going
a
to complain
hard.
that. But then the neighbors going to complain say the chicken smell of the place or something or something. I don't know.
You have too much excuse. That's why I can't do it. Too much excuse. Yeah, worry about people that rob you. People rob you all the time, right? Just do it. You know, like secure yourself. You can't raise a chicken. You know, hard to raise chicken. And I used to raise chicken. My granny used to raise chickens. You have a little coop. You feed them in the morning and the evening and give them water. That is it. Or you can have one of them just run around the yard and,
Yes, but a lot
you
of us
know,
don't have no yard for them to run around with. Plus, if you plant anything, them going to pick it out. If you, anyway, I suppose I'm making excuses. Let's catch
all
up on some comments.
excuses.
Catch up on some comments.
Leroy says, Starling. Lou said, famine might happen soon. Just said, Leroy, it is everywhere. This week, a Twitter tweeted a 6-pack of chicken breasts seen in a supermarket for $34. Twitter was on fire. Serious price gouging happening here in Greater Toronto.
Well,
That is true. Even
just
here,
talking about that, in Jamaica, you're going to buy one chicken and you're going to spend probably $1,800 for one chicken, plus you pay tax on that, right? So by the
mhm,
time you finish, it's $2,000. In Canada, when she spent $34, she didn't have to buy chicken breast. She could have go buy the whole chicken and use the different parts of the chicken to do different things. In Jamaica, you're going to spend $2,000 for a pack of chicken breast, and that is probably 4 pieces of breast or something in there. So it's
yeah,
bad, and we don't earn that kind of an income to sustain the
yeah.
I don't know, cost of living. Anyway,
Yeah,
go on,
it's
let's stop
rough.
you.
Christine said, good morning, ladies. Good morning, Christine. Thanks for joining. Mark
Christine
says,
Song
our
is
food
on.
is
So
already.
hold on. We have to celebrate this because Christine is June's sister. And
Oh,
it's
really?
most unusual for Christine. So let us wish her happy birthday. Let us wish her happy new year. And Michelle, please tell her she must come back.
Come back, Christine. Happy birthday. You want me to sing for you? No, I won't. Mark Prudence said Jamaica has the land and right temperature. Go back to basic and grow food. The same thing I'm saying. Stop complaining. Actually, Dr. Diana, not a job at you. Mark said we also need to stop using these weird cooking oil. Oh, I missed one comment. Mark said our food is already lab created. That is
What
true.
Mark mean by our food is already lab created? You mean the basic carbs, but not the meat that I eating. Mark, don't tell me that.
If I know.
No, I forgot. Then I forgot to take up Michelle and start growing my own chicken. Because I don't
You
want no
should.
lab created chicken. Mark, tell me it's not true.
Okay, Mark said we also need to stop using these weird cooking oils and go back to coconut oil. All these other cooking oils are industrial oils. Prudence said too much excuses. Mark said, hey,
Prudence, you know, cold over Canada there. Go on about your business about too much excuse.
Mark said, hey, please sing. Today is my birthday too. Yeah. Christine said, Diana, you're embarrassing me. I would like Diana to sing happy birthdays though. So I used to sing.
We'll do it at the end of the show when the show is safely ended. We run the risk of singing happy birthday to anybody. At all. Oh my gosh, guys, remember we're on YouTube as well. We're under the Leo Gillen media on YouTube. We broadcast live as well in that space. So if you have an opportunity, and share it, please share so that we all can be here.
Prudence said it's snowing as you speak, Diana. Wow.
Really? Oh, wow.
Hush.
Love. Never mind. But Mark says that we're already having the genetically modified food.
We are on the market.
Yes, but is it so labeled so I can make a decision? Because I don't see any such indication in our stores in Jamaica. But in the States, Michelle, and perhaps Prudence over in Canada, is it clearly indicated so you can make that decision yourself?
Yeah, they labeled it because they're required to by the body that governs it. I don't know who governs, Jamaica. Mm-hmm. And maybe you need to talk to the head of that department to ensure that things are labeled accurately. Because I do see a lot of stuff on the shelves that are not labeled. They don't even list like what's in it. So So I guess
you have to just know where you buy and buy.
So but I guess that's not the priority right now. Because if you're gonna try if you attempt to get them to do this, it's not a priority right now because a lot of things happening in Jamaica right now that takes precedence over what needs to be
telling
done.
People what they're eating.
Yeah, because do they fully monitor all these products coming into the island? We don't know. We don't know.
Is there an indication in Christine is in the UK? Let's ask Christine. Christine, is it clearly indicated, or what's his name? Leroy is on as well. He's in the UK. Is it clearly indicated within the European space that you guys are at what it is that we're doing? What food you have and what food is being offered? And is the GMOs any cheaper than the organic food, the regular food? Because I call it regular.
Overpriced. But while you wait on them to respond, let me read some more comments. Jude said, Dr. Diana, corn is some sweet peppers and squash too. So
you mean genetically modified? So I have to stop eat sweet corn?
Yeah, man. Me tell us go grow in a plant up your little backyard, find one little corner and plant up your stuff. And your friends plant on meet up on Saturday and say, or no meet up whenever I say, okay, my corn ready, your pepper ready, let us do an exchange. Find a little butcher and then go back to your local butcher and say, listen, when I kill a cow, I want half a pound, 2 pounds, like go back to basic, you know what I mean? Prudence said, I plant vegetables in my little backyard and freeze to use over winter. See? Solutions.
I think that people who don't have the luxury of the Jamaican consistent weather seem to do so much more in terms of being deliberate in how they plan their food, how they how they're deliberate in growing things whilst they can grow it, whereas we just take it for granted. But I
I
guess community is
complain.
organized. Yeah, and I
The
went to say a
food
word more
price
to you,
high.
Michelle.
We
Not
don't have
sharing
the
one
opportunity.
thought with you, Michelle. Go
Christine
for
said, Christine said neighborhoods could share the resources. Yeah. Some can plant vegetables, other with more space can raise chickens. Some plant seasonings, then share with each other or create a neighborhood garden where everyone has an interest. See, solutions, solutions. Maybe we should be politicians, right? Come up with solutions like nothing, like quick solutions. Mark said, our food is injected with weird stuff. Chicken are fed meats, not grain. It is all weird. Yeah, they pump up the chicken to make it look
chicken
so
are feed what? Meat?
injected with weird stuff. They are
Ooh.
fed meats, not grains. It's all weird. Michelle said, I have never seen it labeled in the US. I tried to shop at Whole Foods. Oh, yeah, they have it at Publix.
Okay, the
Christine
GMO.
said,
Okay.
yeah. Christine said, I personally stay away from GMO food. It is cheaper than organically grown food, being more drought and disease resistant. Yeah, that is true.
I want to go back to something Christine said earlier, that neighborhoods could share resources and, can plant vegetables and others would raise the chicken and stuff. And it kind of, I don't know, sounds like you're living on one of them all time kind of, people probably don't want to think, like you're going back to those reservation kind of thing, that you live on this reservation and you planting this and you planting this and me planting that, and then we share. Whilst it is an excellent idea, I don't know how if the generation know, or not even the generation know, because the generation know is a little bit more receptive. But the older people, if they would be open to something like that, we kind of have a mentality of me doing my thing, you doing your thing, you doing your thing, without that cooperation.
Yeah, that's what we need to
That
get away from. Yeah, we need to cooperate because at the end of the day, I know we always rely on government to do these things, which the government can only do so much in regards to prices. But as the prices get more out of hand with food, you have to look within yourself and say, how, like me as a person, can cushion that. So what can I do? You have little space, you plan. You have country, like a lot of people in Kingston have their family a country. But people do make trips, go country, go call it their little grown provisions. So they could
sometimes
do
the
that.
provision come because I have to hail up my neighbor this morning. She bring for me yam, ginger, banana, green banana, ripe banana for ripe and thing where come from country. So yes, that's true. Because my neighbor.
Yes, so that's what they have to do. So they don't really have to go into stores to get these things.
Yes.
And then even if you go country, because a lot of people do raise their products. Like, yeah, people might steal it, but people still do it. So they can get it. And you have the farmers market. We call it farmers market, but the market where people sell their produce. A lot of people I noticed, like when I was in Jamaica, they're buying grown produce in the supermarkets. And I'm like, why not go to, which is more expensive? So why not go to the market that's like less than a mile away to go buy the better product from the local farmer or whoever grow the little provision and sell it there? So to me, that is a problem because you do have the markets full of these products right there, but they go to the supermarket. And I just think it can be done.
Of convenience. Probably it is that them say, oh, they can't bother go market, and everybody want the kind of done and ready and available. And they grow up seeing, I don't know, but I like go market. Personally, I love go market.
Yeah, yes, your neighbors and stuff.
The price and pick up my things and me no want this, me want that instead. From YouTube, there's somebody on named Sharon, and she said, "Good morning, ladies." Good morning, Sharon. Tell us a little bit about you. Thanks for joining us on YouTube. I know we have some folks watching on YouTube. Please share, and you can put the YouTube onto your TV. And I hear Leo had said something like that. Leo, if you're on, post a note so we know that you're okay. I will not send enough for you.
You have a smart TV. It does put
okay. Right.
Yeah. Some more comments. Christine said, I personally stay away from GMO food. Oh yeah, I read that one. Leroy said, in the UK, we are now not part of the European Union, and that's a big problem. That is why we left the European Union, so the rules would be eased. Prudence said, Unu complain too much in Jamaica and don't realize how exactly how good they have it. Not true. Michelle said, I plant callaloo, peppers, cucumber in my backyard in Chicago. I have callaloo all year round. I freeze it. Imagine someone in Chicago
Confidence
and
that
in
they are
Jamaica.
sure people about we complain too much in Jamaica.
Not true. And Michelle, they tell her no, she there Chicago, I tell her no how to live.
You can plant
Leroy,
callaloo, pepper. Oh, I'm going through.
yeah, callaloo. Leroy said we have to be ever so careful in the UK now. Oh, sorry about that. So was it a good decision to leave? VM said, we have some chicken here, big like turkey. I'm telling you, when you see them, I'm like, that is not. I remember in Jamaica, like when we used to see like the chicken, I went to boarding school.
Yes.
But when we see the chicken, like it looked too big, we used to have a lot of junk crow, the flyer, junk crow, right?
Yes.
Like, oh, this is, I must say junk crow then kill.
Well,
No way,
actually,
chicken is so big.
not to order, but what I figured is that you'd see those big chickens because some people would raise layers, and then after the layers pass a particular age, the layers, the one who do the eggs.
Yeah, lay eggs.
So when those pass a particular age, then not just throw them away, them kill them, and those become. So you see them as bigger chickens. But now I think they're really giving these chickens something.
They're pumping them up,
No
man.
time. Some of these chickens are so big, they really look like turkey. But when I was growing up, usually the chickens so big, I'm going to be tough because it's a layer that them no kill and them going to take longer to cook.
Okay. Diane said, hi, Margot. Christine said, I plant the majority of my vegetables. In the UK, we have a short growing season, but I pack it in that short space of time. My freezer is full of frozen veg that I grow in containers in my backyard. See, she used containers. I mean, she don't have a lot of space, but she used containers and plant in those containers.
But she got to help.
See, solutions. Bart said,
container expensive out of Jamaica. If you go buy a container, you know how much money you have to go spend if you go buy a container.
But you can use the old bucket. I remember grandma used to cut.
Which old bucket? Then back in them days, I used to have old bucket, and you could go to the supermarket and get the empty pigtail bucket. Now you can barely find pigtail or salt mackerel or much more. If you imagine where they come in, them probably never come in a no bucket
anymore. Then come in, I must say frozen.
They must come in a plastic vacuum seal, so it lasts for 40 years and all of them things there. Anyway,
Mark said chicken and cows are fed dried meat. These are grain-eating animals. Our food supply is already seriously compromised.
Mark, we're going to have to think about this idea because you tell me that the chickens and the cows are being fed dried meats. I have a problem with that. That is not what they're supposed to be eating.
They're not vegans. Who said they had to be vegan?
Exactly. So how do you mix these grain? So they mix that in them grain to give them what? No, you can't have to stop eating meat.
Yeah, Prudence said too much pride. Going back to basic is so much healthier. It is, really is. Michelle said if I was in Jamaica, I would raise my own chicken and plant my own veggie. Leroy said, me too. I grow a whole lot in my garden. Lon said, I don't have any backyard space, so I plant my garden in boxes. And I haven't bought any hot peppers since 2020. I freeze them and I name.
Oh, no, that's really showing off. Leroy,
tell a solution.
I have seen some of Leroy garden produce, which really look fabulous. I've seen it on Facebook. So I'm going to believe that it is real since he's in this space saying so. But Lord, which part you live? Where you know if you about planting a box? And what kind of box? And almost rotten. So every year you change a box?
Yeah. Maybe. I don't know. You'd have to tell us the secret to it and show us a video. Prudence said that is why what I do, Christine. I even plant potatoes in my backyard.
Oh gosh.
Michelle said, Christine, so me too, all year round. Prudence alone.
Them all have a following now, the backyard gardeners.
Yeah, Lon said, I also have hot peppers since 2021.
Ooh.
Leroy said, Michelle, isn't a good decision for us to leave? Oh, I guess they'll maybe go back. Mark said, Michelle, give me some of your callaloo seeds. I could use some for, see what we are talking about? Working together.
Gardening club.
So Michelle, yeah. Mark wants some callaloo seed. Michelle said, Mark, are you in Chicago?
But wherever I mean, just put it in the package, make him send the address. I want to email the seeds around and plant. And I want pictures. And we want commission for bringing this club
Yeah,
together.
together. Christine said, I would love to see farmers market become more popular in Jamaica. An additional positive side effect in this would be such less non-biodegradable packaging. That is true. Non-biodegradable.
But just to pause, when they introduced the concept of farmers market in Jamaica, it was more creating mini traditional markets as we know it, not farmers market where we are growing our own little organic thing and being deliberate and come together to sell these things. It was a way following the pandemic or during the pandemic to accommodate in multiple locations places for farmers to sell and for people like me to go and buy. But yes, I hear you.
Yeah, so the same idea can be used for community. Yes. Anybody grow their little stuff and a good way if you hustle to make a little money if they help with the cost of living.
Yeah.
Peter said, good morning. Happy New Year.
Guys, just to pause again, guys, please share the link so others can know that we're on and drive, please, and join. Please share the link.
Yeah, please share so they know we're here again
for
the 2023. Glad we made it into 2023. Michelle said, Diana, and her excuses. If you have the will, you can find a way. Tell her for me, dear. Tell her for me. But is she reflective of most Jamaicans? Excuses? No. She can find solutions too. That's Diana, it can be done. I do it in containers too. And old flower pots. Had callaloo for New Year, straight out of my backyard.
All right, Farmer Judes.
Christine said, no cardboard goes to waste in my backyard. Shredded Amazon boxes are great for building good compost. Oh,
that's a new one, but good grief now, Christine. Come on, your chemistry head gone with you, man. Too much
knowledge. Never show you up. June said, no, Christine is and has been a serious gardener for years. Gets amazing meals of vegetables and spectacular flowers in her small garden space. I lie. You have to show us some picture, man.
Yes, Christine, I have to go come on, show, come tell people how to do this thing, make we get going.
I feel like they think you're an excuse maker. Lottie said, sorry, Dr. Diana, it sounds like you're making excuses.
All right, guys, I'm committing to it. I am going to get containers. I'm going to get at least 4 containers this week. I drive past a whole soil, let them dig up, making roadway across between Kingston and Mandeville. I'm going to fill it with dirt and I'm going to come home and I'm going to do something this week, starting my garden. All right, Mr. Lawton. Yes. All right,
yeah, I know I can do
all right, all right, Michelle. All right, all. Yes, Mark. Yes, Leroy. Yes, Miss Prudence. Yes.
But you know what you could do though, Dr. Diana, is also challenge your friends.
Michelle,
and your students.
Get going now. You want me if you got
challenge your friend and your students to do the same. And then what you could do is to do an exchange and show people say it can be done. It is very simple. It can be done. Everybody they learn to survive outside of Jamaica. Let us learn in Jamaica too. All right, so we go up off of Dr. Diana for your side show.
Yes,
all right.
Thank you.
Michelle said, Mark said, Michelle, northwest suburb, about an hour out. Oh, so Mark is in Chicago.
Oh.
So yes, I can get his seed. I'm glad if you hook up, you no need to pay me. Lon says, the box will pay me by sending me my callaloo. Lon said, the boxes are sold at Home Depot. Oh, Home Depot, but Jamaica don't have
we don't have no Home Depot if we go buy no box. All
right, send our box then.
Can I use the biscuit box? Or do I have to line it? Do I have to go put plastic in there and all of that? I can't bother that. So I'm gonna just buy some container.
All right. June said, Christine, I'll grow callaloo from Daddy's seed basket she found in Maypen in England. I lie.
So she carried them from. I wonder if we're supposed to even export those seeds. I wonder if
we have bust our story. Like we have bust it.
All right, fine. She shouldn't.
We help you out. Not the bosses.
All right, fine. All right.
I live in Philadelphia. Michelle said,
my husband good callaloo.
Michelle said, my husband makes wooden box, Diana, it's easy. Prudence said, Diana, get some treated board at the hardware and make your boxes.
God.
Tracy said, no, the box is made out of plyboard.
Oh, God.
Christine said, cardboard is amazing, so long as the cardboard is good quality, has no film or on it, and
Michelle, I want to pause because here, Michelle Allen Carr, my husband makes wooden boxes. Diana, it's easy. She no make none.
Oh,
Fair
can't tell us
husband
say
make it,
easy.
but she
Well,
tell me
maybe
say
husband say easy. Oh, she make pop chow too. June said our sister. June, I big up our sister, man. Michelle
Yes.
said, Marky, okay, let's exchange info. Okay, I like that
Oh, that's
connection.
fabulous. I'm celebrating that. That is
Yeah,
totally
that's
fabulous.
good. Noreen said, good morning, ladies. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Noreen. Remember, everyone, we're back on every Saturday at 10 a.m.
Yes.
So tell your friends and everybody to come back on.
And we're
Join us
looking for the
again.
for persons to guest host with us as well. So if you're interested in hosting one morning to talk for half an hour about something in particular, let us know. Send us a note. Everybody know we on Facebook and wherever else, LinkedIn. Find us, send us a note so that we can arrange it. All right, fine. Sorry.
Yeah, June said, Diana has too many excuses. I need to go to her yard and sort it out for her. You
Thank
can
you.
use
Looking
cardboard
forward.
potatoes. Juliet said, you could use cardboard potatoes and green onions and many, many. Just said, Dr. Diana, you can use old tires. I saw someone do it on, yeah, I saw someone do the old tires. They put it and then they plant stuff in it. But people plant flowers in it too.
Yes, when we were growing up, we used to use the old tires quite a bit to make, but it's really to plant flowers. But yes, I'm going to get some old tires, drop it in an open space that we have, and we can really use it. Yes, yes. All right. Get off of me. Allow me.
That might help you. Okay, so just said, Dr. Diana. Okay, I read that. Christine said,
don't.
excellent, Dr. Diana. We will hold you to that. Okay.
Yes.
We need updates.
And I'll take the pictures.
Yes. Lon said, Dr. Diana, that's the spirit, solutions, working, you that's the spirit. That's what we want. Like we had excuses, but now we found solutions and we're excited about the future. That's life, right?
Yes.
Jude said, I usually post pictures of Christine Garden every summer when I am in the UK. COVID has prevented me from going to the yard the last years. Check my Facebook. More follow you and check it. Tracy Ann said, wow, the dugout soil on the highway is some good soil.
Well, Tracy, so like you see when I say, yeah, man, I go every trip me pass, so I go have sitting where me collect it. Me not buy no soil. And who did say her husband make good boxes? She don't know about it, but the husband tell him to make box.
Oh, yeah.
Or send me the YouTube link, and I will. No, I can ask my former husband. He will do it for me.
Yeah, Leroy said, I have an Instagram page solely for my garden and growing vegetables.
And Leroy is in the UK. Christine, you should get together with Leroy and look at his thing. Yeah. Leroy, where in the UK are you? Are you in London?
Yeah, Christine said shredded cardboard is a base layer in all my containers. It takes about 6 months for it to break down and form compost. So that's good. I guess we beat this topic so much that Dr. Diana changed her position and agreed with us. So I think we can move on to the next topic. What the next topic?
But that was a good talk. I'm really happy that we spoke. You can send it to us on Facebook and we will post it for you. But again, remember, if we want to talk, it's probably Leroy and Christine might want to come on and talk about how they undertook the idea and endured the different challenges of growing their backyard garden in the UK. And then we can look at the Canada experience and the Callaloo growing Chicago people them and all of that. Did they do it out of because they were missing Jamaica? Or did they do it because it's something they enjoy doing? What make you do it?
Well, I do it because every time I go to the grocery store and I see the cost of vegetables, I'm like, I could grow it myself. I could do my little garden myself. But the thing is, my hands are no good. They always die.
So you don't have that green thumb thing, right?
I don't have it. I don't know. So every year I keep wasting money. So I said, I'm no longer going to attempt to do it. Okay.
You see, you need to join the club so them can give you a guidance. So no all pointing finger at me. Michelle need help. But she trying. She tried a little bit more than me, but she needs some help and some guidance. But them two should go ahead and talk about UK things. But that was fabulous. I'm happy that we spent so much time talking about positive things for going forward. But we can dig our heads into the hole and figure that we don't have other things. We have some sad things to talk about. And I want to go to 2022. 2022 was a challenging year for everybody. We looked at the global food crisis. We can talk about all the loved ones that we have lost during 2022. We can share pleasant memories of them. We can look at the murder rate in Jamaica. That is whopping. How does that impact the decision of those in the diaspora to come to Jamaica? How do you feel about it? When you look and see a murder rate of 1,498 in 1 year in a small country like Jamaica, how do you feel as Jamaicans, as Caribbean people? Does it scare you when the US make these announcements? How you feel? How you feel, Mish, as a lawyer? I don't know.
Well, not as a lawyer, but as a person, the US have some nerves putting people on the watch list with crime, especially Jamaica, seeing the crime rate here. But the multiple murders, even yesterday, a little 6-year-old shot his teacher.
Yeah. No, hold on. Don't skirt over that. A 6-year-old having a firearm and shooting a teacher in America. No.
Exactly. But it's kind of scary, to be honest, when you see like the constant killing. But then you have to say you can't like let it hold you hostage, because Jamaica is still a beautiful place that you can enjoy. And I've been there, you know, you travel, you go to the attractions, you hang around and you don't really see the crime. So it depends on where you are and what you're involved in, or who you're with, what they're involved in. That makes it, you know, fearful. The only thing I really fear in Jamaica, don't get me wrong, is the drivers. The drivers on the road, the accidents is like you have multiple heart attacks to drive 1 minute on the Jamaica road. I don't know what is wrong with them. That is the biggest problem to me, is the drivers on the road. I don't know how they could solve it. Maybe these people don't need to have driver's license. Maybe they need to improve the public system or something, get them off the road. But crime to me is like, I live in Jacksonville, and Jacksonville is considered one of the bad areas, some parts of Jacksonville, but I still go about living. I get up every day, I go to work, I drop my son at school, I go, you know, like, so although it's there, so I don't think the rate, although it's bad in Jamaica, should prevent people from visiting Jamaica and enjoying the island. That is just my opinion.
Yeah, thanks for sharing that. I think a lot of Jamaicans, even here in Jamaica, are scared by the level of criminality, Mish, because it's almost like it is wanton and unpredictable. Though it perhaps is not, but it just seemed that way. I think that you feel a little bit a sense of being assured that there is going to be some investigation and there is going to be some result that you can see when you're in the US or you're in Canada or you're in Chicago, where there is a lot of gun-related incidents. But you don't feel that there is that resolution, that the matter is being resolved in any significant way. You don't get the sense that there is a major plan afoot, or there is a plan that is being implemented for you to feel, say, yes, something going to work. When you start in 2023 in Jamaica, and after year after year of things not working, you have no, when the Prime Minister comes out and says that this is the year that we are going to implement so and so and so to address this issue, you're like, duh, here we go again, you know? Here we go again.
Well, I always say be hopeful. The SOE not working.
Which SOE?
Wanna have a keep up multiple SOEs.
So it's hard. I don't know when people can shoot people within sight of the SOE's checkpoint and think. Read into that if it works.
I don't know if that SOE is working. I'm gonna be honest. When I was driving through, sorry for cut you, but when I was driving through one, I don't see any of those soldiers, police, or whoever stop one car to check one. They stand up on their phone, the soldier, they were distracted. Everybody drive through. I yet to see one of them walk out and stop. I thought they would be stopping, checking all cars to
No, but you look
ensure.
innocent and pretty. They're not gonna stop you. They're not stop you
No, no,
for
I mean, but everybody would have think I becoming look pretty, right? But
yeah.
everybody, they were doing nothing. So I said to myself, what's the point of it? Because that is why they say like people go through with guns and go to other places, they commit crimes.
Mhm.
Because the officers themselves are not, do they not understand their job or their role or what they're doing? Because they're not doing it. When I go through it, I don't know if in other areas they are doing, but I went through it multiple times and I did not see them doing what the government or the commissioner said that they would be doing. So I don't know if they're doing it now. I can't speak for other areas, but I'm talking about my experience. But as I said, yes, crime is there. It's sad people are so, but it kind of weird because like they said, people fearful in Jamaica, you know, the crime rate is high. But then I see these parties packed full with people. Party Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, you know what I mean? So it's kind of like if the people themselves are showing us that they're not fearful of what is happening within Jamaica, they're not taking the necessary step to ensure that their representatives are doing what is necessary to address the issues. Why should I, being over here, care about you living there, not caring about what's happening to you there? So you see, they have the same people and same things being implemented over and over. Nothing has changed. The result hasn't changed. How many SOE have we seen last year? But the number is still high.
Yeah, the number is still high.
Yeah, so you as the people have to say, no, something have to give. I need to do something different. Something needs to change. They just take it and say, okay, well, we just all party. So party.
Oh gosh.
So, it's sad though. It is sad, but the crime is everywhere, as I said. The US have some nerves. Every time I see the issue advisory, I'm like, they have some nerves.
But then still have to issue it though, Michelle, because really and truly, like I say, you don't get a sense that there is resolution to the incidents that are happening, or we're really, really very serious in implementing a deliberate strategy to address the issues as they are. So I think that it is going to continue to impact people, and people are going to be concerned about it. And people are going to be scared of coming to Jamaica because of it. People don't want to retire in Jamaica. And I'm sure a lot of people looking, well, look how everybody retired in Florida. Everybody retire in Florida.
Yeah, but not only that though, I don't think crime is a major thing why people are not retiring in Jamaica. The healthcare system is horrible there. If you get sick, why would you want to be in Jamaica being sick? The level of care, they treat you like dog in Jamaica, to be honest. My mother went through it. It was so horrible. I wouldn't wish that dead dog on anybody. It is so horrible. So that's another reason why people will not go there. If you're elder, obviously all of these things will come on you, your heart, everything. You're not going to get the level of treatment. No need to go to Jamaica. They don't afford you that.
So
crime alone,
affordable rate, because the truth is that, like you have one and two private hospitals up in Kingston side that you can go to, but the truth is it's so dreadfully expensive.
They are
not sustainable. It is not something for the masses, you know. So I get what you're saying.
Yeah, so we can't just look at crime, because the thing is that we're saying crime, but if you look at the amount of visitors visiting Jamaica, during what we say, we have the highest crime rate. Not millions and millions every month going into
Michelle, you have to
Jamaica.
remember too, when sometimes I just shake my head when we hear the number of visitors to Jamaica, because when we count one cruise ship can carry a whole heap of people, and when you have 3-4 cruise ship carry wholly thousands of people any one day into Jamaica, all of that adding to the numbers, but we're not seeing. I don't believe that we in Jamaica are benefiting in a serious way from those numbers. So to tell me that we've had millions in Jamaica, we don't really benefit.
Yeah, but when I'm saying the million, it means that even though we have the advisory saying people should not go to Jamaica, Jamaica still have people coming to Jamaica.
Yeah, but so then coming because the majority of them coming on the cruise ship and them spend for 2 hours.
Yeah, and then go to the hotel.
And them gone back on the cruise ship.
Exactly. So direct impact them. So that is what I'm saying. These advisories, who is it for? Because the visitors, the numbers are still increasing and the people are still going to Jamaica. So it does not do anything. You know what I
Mm.
mean? So it's just like, as I said, people are saying they're fearful, but yes, they see people just living their life, doing whatever in Jamaica. So it's like, you know, like you have a few people live in fear because it directly impact them, where they go in and they kill their son, you know, their daughter, you know, like it is like for you as an individual, but on a general thing, you just have to keep living and be hopeful. And I don't know how that, but I don't think crime is the major reason why people are not retiring to Jamaica. I think one of the major thing is the healthcare system. That is just.
That's probably a real good stickler point for True Michelle.
Yeah, let me read some of these comments. It's a lot coming in. So, all right. That's why I'm afraid. Prudence said, that's why I'm afraid to retire down there. Tracy said, it is true that Jamaica is receiving deportees that are from other countries for a fee. No, no. It sounds ignorant to me, but then again, no, the deportation of people, it doesn't work like that when they're being, they can't pay people for take people. Christine said the crime rate is the main factor that prevents me from considering returning to live in Jamaica. Interesting. Mark said Chicago has lots of gun deaths, by the way. The gun madness in America fuels export of guns to the Caribbean and Mexico. That is true. Christine said, I can't imagine living in a gated community with bars on my windows. It comes natural, no. Prudence said it's truly scary. Yeah, it is truly scary. Love yard, but don't me worry about living there fully. Michelle said the crime is scary. Chicago has it rough right now. I live in the suburb and scared to go into the city. Carjacking is so high. Prudence said I sneak in and out. Michelle said, exactly. Somehow when I go to Jamaica, I'm not scared. Prudence said Jamaica needs to get a handle on crime and improve healthcare to attract the diaspora. That is true. Mark said, Michelle Allen, amen. Chicago has to be fun to visit. Now you have to watch yourself from down there. He said, we have to go back to the way it was when we first got independence. Love for each other, proud to be a Jamaican, ambitious, work together. Yeah, we get selfish. Noreen said, what's the purpose of having checkpoints if they are not checking? Exactly. Just said, and then you have to pay them. Just said, problem to solve is corruption, not crime. Get rid of the corruption, then crime will no longer be a problem. Mark said, I think the word on criminal street is it's okay to use guns and run drugs, kill Black people. If you kill whites or wealthy folks, then it's like an episode of the NCIS, spare no expense and technology to solve. Michelle said, true, Michelle, healthcare is no care at all. Christine said the healthcare system in Jamaica is another big factor that I consider. Prudence said the cost of healthcare in Jamaica is a deterrent. Michelle said, my parents returned home 4 years ago and thank God every day that they are in fairly good health at 84. Prudence said Canada had an advisory and our PM was there with his family for a week. See, nobody don't really care, just like something. They said, who is saying that people shouldn't go to Jamaica? The cost of a home is escalating.
The travel advisories that the US and places like Canada, that is who is saying it. It's not we here saying people not to go to it. So we don't want you get us wrong and go to say we saying that. We're not saying that. What we're reflecting is the notices that are sent out by these various governments and their agencies about travel to Jamaica. But we're also saying why it is that others don't feel like they want to retire in Jamaica. And two issues is the level of violence and criminality and the cost of health and the availability of reliable health care.
Yeah, but you know what? I was thinking to myself, what would happen if Jamaica issued advisory to the US? Because
well, Michelle, the truth is that we have so much more to lose. That's how we could have never issue one.
Wouldn't that be funny if Jamaica said, I've issued advisory to the US and Canada?
Michelle,
especially since a lot of their citizens are being killed here. You know what I mean? So
no man.
That'll be funny.
That's too funny. Even the thought of it, Michelle, too funny. In Jamaica issue advisory so they can't like not to travel to US. And that would have stopped.
That's true.
That would have been
Yeah,
cool.
but the crime rate, I see where the government did say they're doing all these things with the SOE and what they're doing. But I did listen to a recording, one of my downtime, when the commissioner was saying that the
Which commissioner?
What name?
Here in Jamaica?
Yeah, Jamaica. The
Oh, the
tall
Jamaica Commissioner of Police?
handsome, yeah, the tall handsome guy. He said that they, although they're doing the SOE, that they've used the other tools, you know, that the opposition mentioned, you know, like the Zozo, like where they do community-based stuff and everything, and they've seen, you know, a reduction in that. And then I said to myself, why not implement that across the board if you see where these things are working? So it's like they know what works, but yet still, you know, like when I know something not good for you, like, all right, I'm not supposed to drink milk, right? Or eat, but I love ice cream, like anything, you know, I'm lactose intolerant. But I still eat it and I know what's going to happen.
But you're prepared to deal with the consequences.
Exactly. But why not do what they know works? And as I said, it can't be a one fit for all of Jamaica. It has to be by parish.
It has to be targeted.
Yeah, it has to be targeted by parish, because I work for Montego Bay, St. James, I'm gonna work for Trelawney. You know, and what work for St.
Or we can't work in a St. Mary. Don't forget Leo and him St. Mary posse have bad people.
Oh man, they might get out of hand, because I'm also stabbing, because I know you see most people now moving away from the gun, and it's a lot of stabbing. So it's like anger issue, because immediately then grabbing something to stab. So that means they need to have some other type of intervention from the college level, high school level, primary school level, even with the parents, you know, teaching them how to deal with anger, and even have, I don't know how much therapists they have available in Jamaica, but
you don't have therapists available, so you have to find other way. Because sorry, even on that same note about therapists, there was seemingly, and I haven't read the article in full detail, where the Prime Minister was suggesting that the churches should help with mental health issues. And I'm like, but remember that church that was done in Montego Bay?
Kevin, but most of them have mental health problem. Most of the pastors them have
that's my point.
So how they go solve it? Are they in some foolishness? So, but they can't have, because we can have a program.
Yes.
Or the colleges, you know, like help parties older.
Specific though, them can't just get up and say church can do that, and then every church.
Yeah, they have to train people, like even community people. They don't have to necessarily be the church, but community leaders, you know, high school children who know how to interact, but not only work with the church, work with a lot of social groups, like, you know, the Red Cross, you have the Rotary Club, all of these people within the community. 4-H Club, work with them too, like they provide these things. So children are learning, parents are learning, the schools with the PTA program, PTA, instead of just always talking about schools, do programs where they teach parents how to deal with their children, how to converse, you know, like they have several stuff they could do. And I think in the long run, yes, it would help to bring down the crime rate, but these things have to be targeted. Because as I said, when I do see these officers, when I've been through many of the SOEs, I've seen them do nothing. Not one car stop. So
Michelle, a lot of the criminal activity stems from the pursuit of income to improve living or to just simply live. And I think that until we address what is the social or the socio-economic challenge that is driving the rate of criminality, until we determine what that is and address it, then we're forever going to be chasing our tails. So Zozo, Zuzo, SOE, whatever you're going to call it, cannot in and of itself be the solution. Yet it can be used in tandem with other things. But at the end of the day, people pursue these things because they're seeking a better way for themselves. They're seeking a better standard of living. They can't afford their housing. They can't afford the resources to take care of their family. So either going to stipulate, say you must only have 2 pitney, or you can't have more than 3 baby mother, or some, there has to be things, and those are probably extreme and nobody not going to
It got
agree
kind
with
of
it.
extreme.
Yeah, but
But
but yes, and because we need to have some structure, something,
yeah,
man,
yeah,
support.
but the thing is that, with this generation, 'cause even my age group, when they talk about children, like, even though it's like I'm laughing saying it's extreme, but I've realized that, like, my set of friends and people that I've known, they have said, you know what, I'm not gonna have a child because I cannot afford it right now. When I'm in a position to have a child with a partner, then I'll have a child. And that's what they do. People laugh after them and say, oh, you can't have pitney, or you have shoot
Yeah,
blank and
yeah,
whatever.
that. Mhm.
But they are intentional. And then when they are secure, where they feel like, I'm at this point where I have my career is going good, we can afford the house, we buy the house, we have the car, now I have the extra funds, I will have a child. So that's what they're doing. So they're able to take care of the child. They can send the child to private school. They can buy anything the child wants. They could do it. So that's how they do it. But when you were talking about getting to the root of the problem, I can remember talking to one teenager as to why about the scamming. I'm sure I talked about it before.
Mhm.
And the response I got was that scamming is attractive to these younger people because they see their mother get up every morning, go to work, take taxi, go to work, can't afford to do anything.
Mhm.
But they can make one phone call and make what the mother make
For the
in like
month.
an hour. They
For the
could make
month.
that money. Yeah, exactly. So why not do it?
Yes.
So how the government go solve that? Like, because the job
Because, but you
opportunity.
see, the job opportunities recognize that what is driving the scam is the ability to live comfortably, to meet certain basic needs. If we bring our level of productivity as a country to a standard where we are producing, we are earning reasonable and consistent, GDP is growing based on what is happening here, and not based on, we're not growing relying on remittance per se solely, because when the scammer money come in, I wonder if them separate it out of the remittance money, or it
I was thinking the same thing. I don't think they do, because they can't tell the difference. Because if they
exactly.
can't tell the
So we're
difference, they're
saying
gonna
that
lock
all
them
this
up.
remittance growing, but in the same vein, you're saying to me all this scamming taking place. So does the scammer money come separate from the money that
Like, they
sent
gonna say,
in?
oh no, it's scammer money. This one is a scammer money. Don't.
Because if it's separate, then don't give it to them.
Yeah.
If it's not separate, then the figures that you are sharing as your increase in remittances to the island is not necessarily a good thing when you look at the
Yeah.
economic growth.
Yeah, and they need to cushion some things for the people, because if everything I got out of hand, the cost of living, food out of hand, they look at it, they can't afford to move out of their home because the price of the house like ridiculous. Like, when I see the prices, I'm like, I'm here in the US, I can't afford that. How somebody down there if you afford that? And they quote everything in US dollars now. So
Mm.
it's like, me, I look on them, I'm like, that is way too much money for that house.
Mhm.
So how they can afford it? So they need to stabilize it where they have, and I think they're trying to do it. I'm not sure, correct me if I'm wrong, where they're having houses built keep it at a particular price. If they're not, they should do it where they have houses for starters, where they said this is the base, this is what the house costs at 1 million. If you're between this age group or whatever, this is what, we'll keep it at this, so you can afford it as a starter, like maybe a 1 bedroom, whatever. But
Yeah.
they need to stabilize it, because the cost of the house is just a keep going. The cost
Yeah.
of cars just a keep going. The cost of food. So how can they?
Yes, the
And as I
cost of
see,
the car. I looked at that e-car yesterday. I went to this car dealership and looked at, it was a electric, all electric car, and the lady was saying, yeah, it's 15 million, and I'm like, hello. I said,
exactly,
$15 million. She said, yes, that's what the
exactly,
price that they're coming in at. So I said, you have orders? She said, yes, I have a whole heap of orders for them.
exactly. I
So
mean, I
what
wonder
it
how.
does, eh?
Because when I drive on the road in Jamaica, all the expensive cars I see, I mean, know like the cost of these cars. I
Yes.
mean, no, Jamaica double
And
and
plus you have
triple.
a duty when you come in, you double.
Yeah, I'm like, wow. So how people got some other things more attractive to them? Because how are they going to do it? And as I said, the cost of parties, where they want party, gone way up. Because first you could have just go in at the party, but make sure you buy out the bar.
Yeah, you buy 2 drinks and you're
Yeah,
good.
but you have to pay the money to go in and buy the drinks separately. So how they gonna keep up with these things? That is why more attractive to do other things.
And you can do what they call, you can floss, you know?
Yeah, you can floss.
You can floss.
That's what everybody want to floss.
And you talk this and you know what kind of designer, which designer pants you have on and shirt and the big whoever label upon your chest. You know.
Yeah, and I hate
giving you identity because you don't have none. So
yeah, I hate seeing it.
Oh God.
But also each his own. Who am I to judge? Do whatever you can. Dee said, all right, I read that. Mark said, Dr. Diana, it's time to emigrate. I don't think she's leaving Jamaica. She's one of those committed people to her country.
Mark, you have to send Barry for me there and send remittance. So I'll be not
but she's not leaving. Michelle said, them lucky me still a look a house to buy a Mandeville. Let me know when I buy.
I must, now that I know she looking house to buy a Mandeville, when I drive over, I must ask my staff if anybody's selling a house on there.
Yeah. Marjorie said, frankly, I don't see how Zoe can work as when you're approaching the checkpoints. She write, oh, Zozo, she write Zoe. The checkpoints, the build up of traffic give a warning to exactly, then just turn off, and there's a lot of other roads to go. And I don't know, but the biggest thing to it is this: they announce exactly where it's going to be. Which idiot go drive through it? That's just my opinion. Mark said, church giving mental health counsel. What could possibly go wrong?
Well, back at Mark, think about it.
No, I think it's
a church incident down in Montego Bay. Wasn't that a church? A registered, fully operational for years church? Okay, what could go wrong?
Yeah, I think it is sarcastic. Lord said, blessings and happy new year, everyone. Hey, happy new year. Thanks for joining us. Remember on at 10 o'clock. So next time, you know. The VM said they paid the commissioners so much money and the police out there doing the job get nothing much. Oh, I guess that's why they stand around. I'm just saying based on what I saw.
What you've observed.
Maybe actively working in other areas, but I'm just saying the points that I went through. But now people, not because I'm here saying I didn't see you doing anything, mean that next time you go pull me over and dig me up. Okay? Don't do that. Michelle said floss. What is floss? You don't know floss. Flossing. You have to show the world what you have. You have to show the world, say, in a Gucci. You have to show the world you have your Louis Vuitton. You have to depend your chest. If not depend your chest,
show off or brag.
I have to make everybody know, say you drive a Benz. Yeah. You have to make sure you're pussy and you have to stand up beside your Benz.
If I follow yours, you find one and post beside it and send the picture up on Facebook.
Yeah, I have to show the world. Even if the Gucci not really, I have to show the world, say in a Gucci.
Oh God. That's a floss. Yeah, a floss.
Okay, so we summarize from this. Crime is a thing. You just have to be hopeful and keep living. And hopefully the crime will go down. But crime is not the only thing preventing people from returning to Jamaica. They need to fix that healthcare system. Not even a dead dog, you want to go to that facility. Okay. Maureen said police said some of the police officers are corrupt.
Well, that's not true. You're not gonna escape that. Everybody corruption all over.
Well, if they're not pay them good, you know.
And then when you look at
the root of everything, money. They just want to live good, a comfortable life. I'm not saying meaning they just want a comfortable life so they can live, buy food, have a house, can put gas in
a family. Just like this some say they want to raise family and that.
Oh, but they say on YouTube. When last I check YouTube?
YouTube, I have people out there looking, but they're not commenting. Sharon was the last person. I did ask her where she was watching, but she didn't share. So We just continue. YouTube is on, what YouTube name? Leo Gillen Media is what it broadcasts on YouTube.
Okay, Michelle says she posts her veggie crop.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's that. I can get. Christine said, I look forward to the day when the average Jamaican will be able to afford the infrastructure to harness the free energy that the island is blessed with from the abundant sunshine. Electric cars, solar energy should not only be for the rich. Yeah, that is true. They're trying to get it for people though, because I see some of the new built homes have like solar on it, but it should be something people try to
But
invest.
not very many. And you probably have observed 1 and 2 developments on the North Coast, which probably more target returning residents. Are people a little bit better healed than those in the traditional communities? I see some houses when I'm driving between Kingston and Mandeville that them just build these little houses, but there's no solar water heater on it. First thing, when they're going to build it, them clean out the whole of the vegetation off of the land.
Sure.
Every tree, every shrub, everything was cleared from it. And they made it as barren as this piece of paper. And then they went and they dropped these little cement boxes on it. And those are the houses. I don't see no solar panel. I don't see nobody go back and deliberately plant X number of trees on each lot. No, I don't see that.
Yeah, I see that.
We don't get it.
Laurie said for electric cars, you need charging station. I do see a few charging stations. I guess North Trelawney is just doing it and the on that side. So maybe people should stop going to the Kingston area and on that area. The crime rate is down. So just move, we don't have SOEs. We know. So if you want a good, easy life, peaceful, comfortable life where you could just
retire.
You want North Trelawney. But as I push North Trelawney, but Prudence said the regular Jamaican cannot afford solar. That is true.
Yep.
And said, but look what they did.
Because the sun is everywhere for us, but we can't afford it.
Look what they did to Devon House Greenery. Oh my God.
Don't even bother. Who said that?
Michelle.
Oh, Michelle. Nobody
that is just horrible.
That. Horrible. That was
Prudence said they make concrete jungle. That's true. That's what they're doing now. A lot of concrete jungle.
Sad. And then we're talking about the environment, and we're talking about the sustainable development goals, and we're talking about being conscious of your environment and preserving and all that. But it's probably just pure talk.
It is pure talk. It is actually pure talk because they're doing the opposite. And the thing that I say is that what I thought to myself is that they don't know how to adjust to changes. Because maybe they had these things like Devon House in play to be done, right? Maybe they have it already years ago, decide to do it. But if you're going to say you're doing all these things in regards to the environment, then these plans are already in place. You make adjustments.
Nobody would have no plan in place to tear out all the vegetation out of Devon House and put in concrete. No sensible,
but it was
environmentally conscious individual could have such a plan. And nobody should have that authority to do what they did with Devon House. Horrid, horrid, horrid. You cannot take out all of them grass and old plants and old things and tell me that when you put in all them bricklayers and this, there's some sure data with the brick, the yellow brick wave, I mean, when you change a space and make it into that and tell me it's going to be lush, how the hell is going to be lusher? You're going to ride lush up on the road.
I guess with everything else, we'll wait and see. But yeah, they're not follow through with their.
Come on.
But
they like I said, we do this, we talk one thing, but we or you are enabling people who don't have a full understanding of what they ought to be doing. So you appoint me now and make me the head of theater at the theater, not at the drama theater, but head of theater at the hospital. What did Jews me know about theater in figure be head of hospital? These are the things that
noticed, like people just come on board just because most of them don't know nothing.
Different position.
That's going on.
People who understand what it is that they're tasked with doing. No send somebody who not understanding. It said that
but I think yeah, when I saw it too, the Devon House, I said, because no, they're not making it for Jamaicans. They are not looking to attract Jamaicans. That's what I thought in my head. They're looking to attract non-Jamaican visitors, anybody else but the average Jamaican. They usually say, oh, let me make a trip, go to Devon House. So exciting, like you left country or wherever, if you get out, you want to go up there, you know, go say, go hang out. So I'm thinking they're trying to not attract certain people
Oh, so then I
to that
want we
area.
Michelle not even bother open that the can of worms off.
That's what
Suggested.
I think. That's my opinion. Because why would you do it?
And then
Why
just
would you
go see
change
outside
something
of
that
shepherding
works?
certain high heel people who can go buy one hamburger for $3,000.
It's not true.
Our lobster patty for 4,000.
True. I know it's so funny that those things are people like, I guess because I don't know. When I went there, I never really enjoyed Devon House. Like I like the whole setup outside, but I said, why should I waste my money? You know, like I'm thinking, go there when you could get it somewhere else.
No,
But
man,
I
but the
guess the
ice
people
cream,
just
Michelle,
love
you cannot
I,
get a rum and raisin ice cream like you get
it's a
at Devon House.
Chilani. It's a not Chilani.
Oh,
It's a,
yes. No, you can
anyway.
get the ice cream, but you don't have to go to that physical space.
Yeah, you don't have
But
to go
if you
there.
wanted to go, if you lived in Kingston and you wanted to go out to a nice dinner and sit down in the
It doesn't even
midst
like
of
it food.
something, you know, with history, something with real Black history that identifies with you, and you want to spend and explore a little bit, you want to sit down out on the veranda. Especially there was a time when this woman used to be Norma's. It used to be Norma's restaurant. And let me tell you, you get a booking there for lunch and you sit there and you dine and you feel so special. So food is top, the service is unprecedented. Anyway.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. Like I like the whole setup, but to buy the overpriced food, I don't. I guess I guess men don't love our food, but the overpriced food, no. I could get this. But I did like the setup. I did like the setup to go on a romantic date if somebody wants to take me on a romantic date. But no, we go after the walk on brick road, so we can't go wear no heels.
No, you can't go rub off. Your heel will get caught up in how they brick them now. And
I'm gonna jump and grow.
Shoes and have to shoes. Oh God.
But I guess some things what people excited for that Jamaican are really, you know.
Yeah, different strokes, different folks.
Exactly, different strokes, different folks. Yeah. The regular Jamaican cannot afford solar. Okay. Prudence said they make concrete jungle, yeah. Lord said Jamaica should do solar. The island is blessed with enough sun. It may be expensive in the beginning, but in the back end, JPS will have to stop overcharge. That's the problem. Oh my God, overcharge.
But hold on, I want to make something clear though, because it's not so simple. In order to, you put in the panels, they're very expensive. And the battery support and inverters that you have to put on as well is quite expensive. But let us say you're able to move beyond that. If you put on solar panels and you have more power generated than you are able to consume, and it goes back into the JPS system without you having an arrangement with JPS, you get billed for that at the rate at which JPS would sell you electricity, your power that is going back to their grid. They bill it back to you because the meter work runs in the same direction and then indicates to JPS that you're consuming. Now, in order to stem that, you have to put in a network, a battery and the inverter, and that is where the expense comes in. If they were allowing people to just put it on and never mind your excess, it goes back to the system. We put something in place that shows that it is going the other way, then you could understand. So, when I discovered that, I was like, oh dear.
That is crazy. Michelle said, do you believe it's a cost of maintenance why they did it?
No, let us go back to what Juliet said up there. Stupid people.
Yeah. Christine said, how could you have ever been allowed to Devon House? How could that ever have been allowed at Devon House? Madness.
Yes.
I'm telling you. Julia says, stupid people, Devon House, concrete jungle, devil say. Christine said, non-Jamaicans are probably appalled at what was done at Devon House. Yeah, kind of take it from
they're more than anybody who understands the whole climate issue.
Yeah, Prudence said that was atrocity. Can't believe it was allowed. Such a shame. Johnny finally here.
Johnny.
He said, Happy New Year, all. Hello, gorgeous co-host. I am missing this discussion as I was dragging my client towards the finish line. Wanna pray for me. You can do it. You can do it. The backup battery is more expensive than the solar panels here in the US.
Yep.
Christine said, you get billed by GPS for what you produce. I'm saying only in Jamaica. I couldn't even comment. Like I couldn't even comment. I was like, what kind of malarkey is this? I couldn't even comment. Joe said, did you hear the allegation that people who are not registered guests at a certain hotel with prints in the name are not allowed to enter the hotel to visit guests or friends staying there? Instead, they have to sit in their car and are allowed only 5 minutes to wait to see the hotel guests. What is going on? Is this real? I know most
June, we have to go investigate that. We never hear.
You have to hear, but I know that like some hotels they don't allow people on unless the guests come out. Laura said,
if hold on, June, but if this is the hotel with the PRINC in it, is that the same hotel that had a fire couple days ago? You saw it?
Yeah.
And
Grand Palladium.
Yes.
But who is Prince?
She said with that in the name. She never named the hotel. But the name Anyway, we have to look into that. June, we're not aware, so we investigate that.
Yeah, maybe know about it some ago. Long time I'm saying Jamaica need a government, PNP, GLP for the local people. June says same one. Well, I've never been there.
They probably don't want nobody to take no more picture for God. Show what happened to them, June. So hush.
If that's the case.
But I'm not aware of it.
Yeah.
Oh, that is interesting.
Yeah, it is.
Gosh. Mish, we only have 30 minutes. Usually at this time we take birthday wishes. We talk about some trivialities. And I have a few trivialities that I want to talk about. Anybody get a copy of the book called The Spear? SPARE.
Read book? Actually. No, I didn't.
You want a copy of the book? Where Prince Harry writes.
Oh, me see. Harry book.
Yes, I want a copy of Prince Harry book. So somebody please send me a PDF drive copy or some copy for me. Want a copy. Then the other thing, Michelle, over by Funa side, after 15 rounds of voting, when I finally can get on with the people's business in the house.
Finally get on. The people business now get on. These are the sign of what to come. So I saw detached. Like I didn't even know what was happening. But just stop for like
15 rounds of memory for you because poor you're under too much pressure. So it says Ken McCarthy elected Republican US House Speaker, but at a cost. No, let me tell you, it was almost hilarious. It is so pathetic. It was hilarious, in my estimation. So Kevin McCarthy was elected Speaker of the House of Representatives early on Saturday after making extensive concession to right-wing hardliners that raised questions about the party's ability to govern. But 15 times them have a vote over how many days in order to elect a Speaker of the House in a country that is a world-class leader, in a country that is supposed to be the reflective of what democracy is, who's supposed to be practicing this thing called democracy and setting examples for developing countries. 15 rounds.
Oh, not alone. I've put the US bump in this stuff because if you look at what happened in other countries, this would not have taken place. But it kind of sad because they held it hostage because they wanted to push through their personal agendas, which I don't know what he agreed to and what he had to sell to get the votes of the 20, I think it was 20 holdouts he had.
Yes, and it's not even all of them.
Down. Yeah, so I don't know what he had to do, but it's kind of scary to see how things will go forward, because if this is what they're doing now, imagine nothing will be achieved. It will only they go stronghold everybody. Only what they want to go through will go through.
But
How it's gonna be
before
beneficial to
you
people
even
like
reach
me?
about the implementation and his performance, because just look at what happened in electing this. Because usually when we have elections in Jamaica, or most developing countries are within the region, America is one of those countries that send representatives to observe, to make sure that we are compliant and we're doing things the way it ought to be done. However, let us look at this thing. 15 rounds of voting. The man clearly had to be giving and taking in order to do that. In Jamaica, give and take, give and take. But in that give and take, we call them by the vote. So would we equate it to a purchasing of for want of another word, of votes? These
He did.
compromises?
He compromised, but he is compromised because we don't know what he gave up and what he said, what they told him he had to do. They strong ball him, as I call strong ball or whatever. Forget it, the vote. So what did, we don't know yet. In time, it will be revealed.
And
Because all
then,
we have to do, I look at the agenda of these various people that held out to see what, like what he gave up.
yeah.
So it is just scary and it kind of sad, but it is what it is. The US has got downhill
I
for
thought
a
it was
while.
hilarious. And then no, last night I was watching the 14th vote, and there's this guy now who seemed to have been outside of the chamber when they called his name. So he had to, when he came back in, he had to wait until they were finished with the vote. And so they're finished with the vote now, and he needs one more vote. Kevin McCarthy, this is on the 14th vote. He need the 14th round of voting. He needs this one more vote in order to do it. And the man votes present. Oh gosh, everything went. I don't remember the name of the guy. So that guy voted present and everything crashed. And he was so enraged. It's as if no, send him never even send one of man them go down there for go slap the man. I like him, but go down there for go, hey boy, what
Yeah.
that you do? What you do?
Yeah.
But it
It's
was
kind of
funny.
sad. But then again, what has been happening? They're giving trillions or billions to Ukraine.
Mhm.
And I'm like, I need somebody to wipe away my student loan. And I don't see anybody giving me any trillion when it comes to my student loan issues.
Yeah, the
So
focus is elsewhere.
I'm thinking, how is this beneficial to me? So but they run a little circus. We'll see what happens.
All right. Comments.
Let me read some more comment.
Yes.
Michelle said the man then buy out the vote. I don't think it's only Jamaican politician buy out vote. Prudence said the inmates are running the asylum. That a Diana them almost broke fight
There's a
last
book
night.
presents that the inmates are running the asylum. Oh my gosh. Well, one flew the cuckoo's nest. What's that? The book.
Sure. Yeah. Michelle said power struggle among fools. Exactly so. Imagine what will happen in a couple years to come. Prudence said yes. All midnight I was up waiting. Really?
Yes.
I could have care
It's
less.
morning them for this road. After that round, and I saw the man walking down, I almost gonna beat the man. I said, no, I'm going to bed. This not
Yeah.
work.
Wow.
Oh,
Julia
God.
said he had to sell his soul. He weak. We the people are going to suffer. I'm telling you. Johnny said, so true, Michelle. And that's just our side of the house, the Republican side of the house. Pete
Mhm.
McCarthy agreed to give a press conference naked and wear high heels in public. We don't know why I give up. We really don't know, but we'll see. Narrator, I didn't watch it. Wasn't interested. Yeah, it was a
Oh, gosh.
sorry, it was a horrible show. June said Harry's committing political suicide. He's going to lose it. That's what I was thinking with that book. I'm like, why did he write this book? He's going to lose his sympathizers, and I think he has been irresponsible with publishing this book on top of the Netflix show and interviews. All self-inflicted wounds which he will pay dearly for. He has lost my respect, loved the boy, and felt it deeply when his mother died, but this is a damaged, angry, jealous. But I think he's jealous in just going through it, who has made himself a pariah and who needs to disappear, get help, and quietly go about his life. Well, that's kind of harsh. I just I don't appreciate him writing
Me
the
still
book.
love Harry. Me don't care what I say. Me
Me
still
love him
love
to,
Harry.
yeah,
And me
me
look
still love
forward to
him.
reading book. And me want a copy of the book. That's all me have to say
And I
now.
think, yeah, and I think
Everybody
why
have
people,
issues.
yeah, want to read this book because I give an insight because they
Mm.
projected this perfect life,
Mm.
which obviously wasn't. But I just personally think that all this family business that he's exposing, he
Make a
shouldn't.
boy talk out in business. Somebody need to share
Yeah,
the story so we understand it. We will all look back at it one day and it will be labeled history. So make him talk out the story. How we don't know about Louis and Queen Antoinette, and when she did say, when the people said then on a bread, she said, well, made them eat cake. You know, that's how the story come forth. Make Harry writing book. Me want a copy of
yeah,
Harry book
but
to read,
well,
and make Megan have her Netflix show. Me want watch it. It's
yeah, but
out
that the thing is that sometimes you have to wait, like in do this, so you have to
He
understand.
want talk
I
about
saw
him
him.
now for no have no money, and this is how I'm gonna make him money. Low,
Well, he
low
have him
Harry.
other money because he got all that money, those millions. So all that money. But I think and plus he may have other friendly grandparents. So all that money. I don't think it's money. I think he wants to send a message. But in the same instance, like he's saying all of these things, and then I saw him on an interview, a clip where he said he wants his brother back. He wants his father. How you gonna want your brother and your father back when you do all of this? It's
But
not
his
gonna
brother and his
help.
father then do for them own wrongs too. Them
Yeah, but
everybody,
but
one of
so
them
they
wrong. The
publish
father need to
anything.
want back his son. And his son, he must want back his son. Even if him and his brother go fight for a little bit longer, that for them pricky. But make Harry speak. Me want to hear the story. Is the next show out yet?
One thing with people, they love to hear people's drama. Okay.
Me want to hear Harry
don't
drama
want
for
to
that
hear
on the
it.
everyday drama when me go hear. Me want to hear Harry
What do you
drama.
mean everyday drama? You never hear about family that lit down family before?
Yeah, but that I hear that every day, but I don't hear about what happens in Buckingham Palace and behind those gated golden walls. Make Harry come tell me. Usually
But
it's somebody
sad
who
though,
work in the staff that's going to squeeze out a little story, a little drippings here, dripping. Make Harry writing book. Me want to read it.
Yeah, but what was sad though is when he said that his grandmother wanted to see him, and the establishment, like the grandmother said, come visit me, what you know what? And then the establishment called them when they were on the flight and said, you cannot see the queen. She will be busy all week. And then he's saying couldn't understand because they were close. And then he called the grandmother and said, like what's happening? Because she was the one that told him and Megan to come. And she said, oh, they said that I will be busy for the week. And like and then
You're
you
right
kind
about
of
that
feel bad.
establishment. That I must say
The establishment. And I think maybe to me he wants to attack the establishment for what they did to his mother. But
Make
yeah,
right, I think then glad I'm right about something like that.
Me not really, because I really want to know the drama. And I think to heal, he should focus on building back the bond with his brother and his father.
Yeah, but sometimes you have to appreciate though, Mish, that in order to move on, we have to share what is inside of us. And he is getting it out. There is no space in him to rebuild. If him don't get these things out, make him write the book so we can read it.
He doesn't know man business. Clive said, my concern is that a man got 15 interviews in 3 days for one job. How badly did he want his job? Dr. Johnny said, Dr. Diana said, present is a middle ground between no and yes, with a strong leaning to no. To yes, sorry.
Yes.
Sonia said, you guys have to remember USA is part of NATO. Angela said,
which is why they give the money to Ukraine. Yes, we understand that.
Yeah, but that had too much money and people don't get
all right, so you want to go rile up Michelle? Go on, Michelle. Read it again.
The student loan is a burden. Like people are suffering here.
Michelle, and I know it. Hush, darling.
So, if they have so much money, they give it like that.
Yes.
Make other countries give. Why US have to give so much? How much the other country them give?
All right, Michelle. Hush, never mind.
Me tell you, it's.
We can probably retire in Ukraine. You know how much cheaper it is to live in Ukraine? We might have to go.
They keep sending all this money to Ukraine for a losing battle.
We're going to buy land down in Ukraine and live down there because it's much, much cheaper than even Jamaica. Hush, come.
You want to live in Ukraine, but you don't want to live, you feel uncomfortable at Jamaica? When they bomb left, right, and center.
Be cheaper. When the war done, land going to be much cheaper in Ukraine.
The war done not done till Russia get, and Russia not give up.
So we're
So
going to leave it on there. Hush, never
yeah,
mind.
so we're gonna have to give them more trillions. Angela said a house divided by itself can never stand. But we
Never,
want the
never.
house to burn down, really. Well, after they pay back all of the money what they owe, other countries then can fall apart. Leroy said Harry and his wife is just scapegoats for Andrew. Yeah, me noticed since that thing, I'm not hearing nothing about Andrew.
You know, Leroy, right?
Not true. You're right. You
Leroy,
know, I
you're
haven't heard
right.
anything about Andrew till Andrew their funeral up front and center.
Yes,
The
like
case
he
against
never do
Andrew
nothing after him do
disappear.
all of that evil. That
Yeah, and the
low
case
down
against him
thing.
disappear.
And so then just focus on Harry and Meghan.
Good point,
No,
Leroy.
Leroy.
Good point. Great point. Just realized.
Oh, me I go
I
read
literally
Harry.
forgot about it.
Yes.
Christine said, agreed, June. Noreen said his book was written before the Netflix documentary. People need to remember the royals are humans too. Have you watched The Crown? Yeah, The Crown used to tell little stories. Marlon said, hi, Marlon.
Is the Netflix series out?
Long time.
Oh, all right, fine. I have to watch it. Okay.
Marlon said there are consequences for every action. Once a book is published, you can't take the words back. That is true. The relationships are damaged. They'll never be repaired. Unless something sad happened to the brother and his wife, which not gonna happen. Johnny said, let's hold off on criticizing Harry. The network special was tasteful. Plus, it's high time people stop romanticizing and fantasizing these entitled.
Johnny, she's too practical. Yes,
Johnny
Johnny.
always come back,
Me not
right?
criticize Harry. I'm still cute. Still cute.
Love Harry.
Still
Love
nice.
Personality. He's
Yes,
such a sweet young
still
man.
warm and still very Jamaican.
Who don't want a husband like Harry?
You wouldn't want a husband like Harry?
I tell you, sacrifice everything. You know, he's about
You want
family.
a husband like Harry?
I'm telling you, you can't tell how much he loving girl.
And dedicated to you.
Yeah, my God.
And good to look at while you're at it.
Not true.
Yeah.
You have to have somebody you can look at and smile. Not true.
And then they said, come, Harry.
Not true. Jules said, you don't have to share your dirty linen in public. I agree. You don't have to share it. But whoever help him
I'm interested in not dirty. Go ahead, Jude.
But you can't tell people how to heal. So whatever him have to do to heal mentally.
Michelle, you have a whole heap of comments to finish.
All right, I'm in the chat, right? Jules said, all right, all right, I'm not gonna say nothing, just already comments. Jules said, you don't have to share. All right, I read that. Johnny said, right, Dr. D, the book is cathartic, very good therapy. Christine said, it might be difficult to rebuild family bonds when you have aired your grievances in public.
Yes.
Michelle said, Clive Robinson is going to be hell for him.
Well,
not
yes,
every
Christine,
position
agree,
is worth. Not every position is worth the fight. Michelle said, I agree, Michelle. I talk about all that money wasting, yet my student loan's still here. Marlon said, hi, Michelle. Julia said, but it's the repug.
But Marlon, you say hi, Michelle, like only Michelle one.
No, I said hi to him earlier. When I read his comment. But it's the repugs are the one who did want to complete the student loan. Imagine what it's going to happen down the road.
Then when double it up, and I know going to pay a double
for student. And you know what? They keep a fighting in court. So that's why I mean I know what's gonna happen to it. Christine Saul said the Crown was a mix of fiction and truth. Just said, let the man speak about the racist establishment and the treatment of his wife. Total support for him. Exactly. He's standing beside his queen.
Yes.
Donnie said, Harry the swag. Sonia said, I understand, Michelle. We all needed our student loan to be paid out, but US always has to be in the mix to prove themselves as a power country. P.S. Me love Harry. Jude said, Diana, you're too fast. Johnny said, Dr. D, wait until you see the next week's special. Laura said, a lot of families won't heal until something needs to be exposed in order to do so. Man included. Yes, so follow Harry, expose them. Start right here. Tell us about the family, okay, Laura? You can start right here. We support you.
Well, I mean, I know that may have much to write about family. It wouldn't be as juicy as Harry's, and plus we're not as half as good looking as Harry is to look at. But let me tell you, I'm looking forward to reading the book. We have 10 minutes. Usually we ask if there are any birthday shout outs that anybody have for the rest of the week. Any resolution that anybody have? I had made a note here that we would talk about what are your resolutions? But I suppose, Mish, next week, Saturday, you talk about that. Resolution.
Yeah, about it quick. I only have one thing on my
What's
list.
your resolution?
To be happy.
To be happy.
And to be intentional about my happiness. Okay. I had a rough 2022.
Yes.
And that's what I'm focused on. And just my happiness. Focusing on Mishibu.
Yes, so it's a Mishibu focus for Mish for 2023. Guys, what are your focus? I had a number written down here. I plan to work out a couple of days, but make me all change that now. I'm taking up farming.
Why I change it?
So it look like, because I've got to take up farming. So
farming a good workout.
Do the workout.
Yeah.
So rather than having to be very deliberate, I can do it that way. A lot of people I know usually taking on weight loss projections. Some people, for them, try and get them finances in order. And that is something that we need to talk about too as well.
Well, with my happiness, I have to just shut my eye to finances. Because if I look on the finance, I'm going to get depressed. So I just have to shut my eye. If I really want to focus on my happiness. So.
Oh gosh. I think Mark is having a birthday today.
Yeah.
He did mention that earlier, that it was birthday time.
Happy birthday. And Dr. Diana is going to sing, but let me read some comments before Dr. Diana go into her singing. Johnny said, folks, there was no airing of dirty linen unless you were there or saw the special for yourself. Objectively hold your bias. Read the book for yourself. Okay. Mark said, today is my birthday and this program was a great birthday gift. Aw, thank you, Mark.
Aww.
Just said, happy birthday, Mark. Juliet said, thank you, ladies. I enjoyed the Sunday morning labrish. I'm glad you did. Remember to join us next Saturday at 10. Angela said, hi, Michelle. Love the hair.
Yeah.
Makes you look much
kicking
younger. That's true, like sweet 16. Johnny said, resolution, never take on another crazy client. Purse that all will have prosperity, health, and peace in their lives. Thank you, Joni. Christine said, happy birthday, Mark. And Christine, that's her birthday also. So happy birthday, Christine. So Dr. Diana will be singing birthday for both of you guys.
Yes, that's singing in the way there.
Noreen said, hold on 1 minute. I'm focusing on myself and health, spending less and save more. Yes. Sonia said, my triplets' birthday yesterday.
Who have triplets?
June 6th. They are now 47 years old. Wow.
Triplets? 47 years ago?
Yeah. Wow.
Oh my God.
Lori said, this year is off to a wonderful start. Thanking God for a safe delivery of my 8th grandchild born on January 3rd.
Ooh.
And Marjorie said, happy birthday, Mark, Capricorn rule. So I guess Marjorie birthday will come up too.
Well, one of my church brothers and my dear friend Ryan, not today, his Ryan's birthday, and I wish Ryan happy birthday. He's from Maypen. And on the 5th, January 5th, a dear friend, Dawn Fuller Phillips, she had her birthday, and the same day was a niece of mine, Kirsten Kerr's birthday. So all of those people had 2 birthdays 2 days ago, but Ryan's birthday is today. And Mark here with us today is his birthday. Christine had a recent birthday as well. And I am supposed to sing, but I'm going to save and spare up all of that.
You go sing, you know. You go sing. Clyde said, just want to hear Dr. Diana sing. So tomorrow is my birthday. So they want to hear you. 1.
Wait. We still have 3 more, 7 more minutes before the show, though. I'll sing at the end of the show. When I don't want to hear me sing, I can't sing to save my soul. So I don't wish that I may do. I promise that I'm going to start my farming and my gardening, and I can't do this.
So make a list and people remember to send her inputs on what to do.
Yes.
So how long you gonna take to grow your garden? So I want to visit that garden to ensure that
I send pictures, man. I'll even do live video from there. Once I get going, I will set up my things around there, and you can see what is happening and what is not happening. But so I will do it. Remember, we're saying to people this year, if you want to come and talk about particular things, send us a note, send us notes on our Facebook pages that you're interested, and we'll have half-hour slots that we'll have people come on and share their stories or talk about something that interests them or a topic that they want for us to speak on. Let us be very deliberate about it this year and engage each other. Michelle, I really enjoyed today because I liked how it was organic, so to speak. when we got into the into everybody talking about the gardening. That was really something else.
It was.
You
And
know,
I'm excited
everybody
about your
was talking
garden.
about it. And
I'm excited about your garden. If
Yes.
you can grow a garden, I need to retry and get that green thumb. I need to figure it out. So let's see.
And we'll find they'll send us the best YouTube guidances and stuff so we can do it.
Johnny
Leroy
said,
shared a link for his garden thing as well, and I'll share that on my
yeah,
Facebook
he said he
page.
had a YouTube, no,
Yes.
an Instagram page. Send us the
Yes.
name of the Instagram page again so I could go follow it.
Let me tell
Johnny
you.
said we all have birthdays. Start singing. Yeah, we are wait, but all right, in a few
His
minutes.
Instagram
Then
page is
send
BHS Garden.
HSS
HS, like H Harry S Garden.
Garden. Okay, I'll follow you. Prudence said I rarely get to tune in live as I help to tutor students here for the JCA Saturday morning tutorial program and the times clash. This was good. Have a great year, everyone. Thank you. I'm glad you could tune in.
Yes.
But you could rewatch it after the show because it's posted. So you could go on either the Leah page, Leah Gillens Media on YouTube, or you could go on Jamaican.com and you could look for our show and you'll see it. Laura said, I'm a health coach. I would like to remind everyone your health is your wealth. That's good. Maybe you could come on the show to talk next week for half an hour and tell us simple things that we could do. I don't like the hard stuff, the simple things we could do.
We don't want to frustrate you. You know,
exactly. And I tell myself we go run up and down 5 o'clock in the morning, and then you need to make milkshake and all these things. Something simple that will enhance.
So who is that?
That is Laura Palmer. Christine Soul said, great show. Thanks, Michelle and Diana. Prudence said, happy birthday to the celebrants. June said, Christine is a good person to tap into, the time difference notwithstanding. Leroy, it is the HS Garden.
Together because I'm going to tell us about their farming in being farmers in England. You know, so
yeah, Prudence said
them both.
Okay, Prudence said, I always watch the replay. Laura said, grow what you eat. Eat what you grow. There is what they say. I guess this is what they say. Food security. Mark said, Michelle, do 30 push-ups per day. That is simple. Simple for who?
It depends on what kind of push-up I do, Mark.
Okay.
Yes, you can do push-up.
Exactly. That word simple is very relative because to who? To you maybe, but I can maybe only do 2. So let's start there.
There's something that you can do. I discovered this thing called a weighted hula hoop. It's really a hula hoop that weighs about 2.5 pounds when you put it on assembly. And when you do it, you really have to make more effort, particularly to keep it up because it is that much heavier. And you get to do that, you know, keep you fit.
To me, that sounds like a lot of work. So we have to start simple with. So push up, maybe Michelle do 3. And then we build up after like 2 months, you're building up to 5.
No,
so we have to start simple.
Trust me, you can do more than 3 push-ups. You can.
Yeah, me push myself make up maybe 5. But let's start small.
By the time you don't have to go for the proper push-up that the professionals do. You strive for it, but just start with a little easy, your version of the push-up. That don't mean that you need to do it good. But
obviously not.
At least
Christine said, I need to get one of those hula hoops. All right, Dr. Diana purposefully wait for chat out the show so she not sing. Because we run out of time. But next time we all get her.
Next time. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, everyone. And enjoy the rest of your day. Remember to tune in every Saturday at 10 a.m. Eastern time. Tell your family and friends to join us and have a wonderful rest of your day. And remember, stay safe.
Stay safe. And COVID is still a thing, as Michelle
I'm telling you.
All right, guys. See you next Saturday. Bye.
Bye.